sounds amazing. How are you doing that?
I'm not gonna tell you, bro.
It's a secret. You can't tell.
I mean, it's. Did you start?
Yeah, but this is all. We just keep it loose. Dude, that sounds incredible. Dude, so play the loop you just made, if you don't mind.
Oh, wait, I deleted it.
Deleted it? I deleted it. Okay. My man. Look what they brought you. They brought you some nice mezcal, yeah?
Are we,
Yeah, we're
I
already
think he's
rolling.
already...
Yeah, we're already rolling. Yeah, you know, we don't like to wait around. Man, would you guys play a little tune for me? And then we can chat, get to know each other. Man. All right. He's already got a loop going.
Salud.
Salute, yeah, dude. Great. Absolutely.
Nice to see you.
Yes, man. Yes. We're at the Easy Eye Studio. There's the boys in there. That's Sweet Alan, Sweet Tyler.
I play a song. It's called El Bueno El Malo.
Okay. sounds so damn good.
Thank you,
It's
man.
amazing, man. It's just amazing. So, when I talked about you guys on my channel, I sent you that one comment that the guy made, where he just said he played the music in his classroom because it calms everybody down. It's a very calming effect to what you guys are doing. Do you think about that when you're playing? Like,
I don't know, maybe yeah, in some kind. Maybe it's kind of a therapy for
Right.
me when I play the guitar. It's like
Right.
really relaxing me, and it's
Like-
a way of expressing myself. You know?
Yeah, man.
Going there and see what's happening.
There's something so soothing, peaceful about it. I noticed when you guys play together, you seem to assume the role of like the drummer.
Yeah.
Is this true? Do you think about it that way?
Yeah, I mean, maybe I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
It really depends on the song. Sometimes he's the lead and he makes the clapping with his.
Right,
We have
right,
a different
right.
pattern. But in this track at Bueno Malo, yes, I'm doing the kind of the percussion. You're right.
Yeah. Estevan Gutierrez. Is this right?
Yes.
Alejandro
Yeah.
Gutierrez. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get to the
Getting
point where I
better
can
at
say
it.
it. Who's older?
It's me.
By how many years?
8 years. Our first album was called Ocho Años. It's
Okay.
because I'm 8 years.
8 years? I didn't think there was that big of an age gap.
Yeah, we're 4 siblings, and I'm the oldest. He's the youngest. But we always, and
Oh,
we have
shit.
2 between us.
Does he pull that older brother shit on you all the time?
Sometimes.
Does he?
When we're on tour, yeah. I guess it's normal.
Do your other siblings play?
No.
They don't play at all? And so you must have been watching him play guitar when you were
Yeah.
little, and you were just like, I want to do that. Is that what it was?
Yeah, he started when he was very young, and he kind of played the guitar a lot when we were all at home.
Mostly acoustic in those days?
Just acoustic.
And you were playing a gut string?
What do you mean, like
Or
nylon?
like a nylon
Yeah,
string?
I just started with nylon guitar. I love to play the Argentinian folk music called milonga,
Okay.
and I just played that for maybe.
Can you give me an example of that?
Yeah, I mean.
Like, do you want me to hand you an acoustic? Here.
No,
You can do it on there? Okay.
I mean, now I'm playing like my style, but it's.
Yeah. So you heard that in the house. Where were you guys living at the time when you were little
That was in
kids?
Switzerland. It's like
Yeah.
a town called Zofingen.
Okay.
It's like, I don't think you've ever heard of that.
No, no, of course not. I wonder if any of the viewers have. But so, are you the youngest
Yes,
child?
I'm the
Okay.
youngest.
I'm from a family of 5 siblings, so I was you and I are both the babies. Yeah, for sure. Did you start on acoustic too?
I started on the Western.
Okay.
So he left for Ecuador for a year, and maybe as a way of missing him,
Yeah,
I started playing the guitar as well.
that's amazing.
And then I watched a bunch of YouTube tutorials, and it was the time of Jack Johnson,
Okay.
and I just learned how to play chords.
When you came back,
Yeah.
were you like, damn, he learned how to play?
I think he told me, hey, I'm playing a bit the guitar, but I remember coming back after a year, and then he just started to play, and he could just play, and we
And he
played for the
picked it
first
up.
time together. We played like different songs, and we did some cover songs, but I remember, and I was so impressed that he just learned it in a year, which I was doing already like
Amazing.
10 years. Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
So cool, man.
Yeah.
As a way of missing him. I love that you said that. That's very
Yeah,
cool.
I think it's the truth.
Yeah.
Because he was always there with his guitar, and he inspired me.
That's very cool, man.
And that nostalgic kind of melody, which comes from milonga.
How do you spell that?
Milonga,
Yeah.
Milonga.
I've never even heard of that. I know
Milonga.
nothing about it.
Yeah.
So, okay. And then it was like, you guys have made 6 records so far, yeah?
This is the 6th. We just finished a new record here.
Yeah.
Easy Eye.
Yeah. And
the
you're
6th.
and this is the second one you've done with Dan, yeah?
Yeah.
And what do you think of this amazing studio?
And it's the best.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's so cool.
This is one of my favorite studios I've ever worked in, man.
It's an honor to be here,
I
man.
love it, man. I love it. So he said, you know, you got to come on and meet these guys, you know, because I've heard him talk about you guys before, and he said you come down and just throw a little paint and see if you can add anything to these tunes. And man, as soon as I put the phones on and heard what you guys are doing, it's like it's fantastic, man.
Thank you, man.
It's great, man. And I hope I didn't ruin your songs. I hope I did.
No.
Of course not.
So I noticed I watched a lot of your YouTube videos of you guys playing live. You do a lot of like festival gigs and things like that.
Yes.
You guys, what was like the craziest gig you ever done? Like the most ridiculous, like giant festival gig you guys ever been a part of? Do you remember?
I don't know, man. I just thought of Montreal.
Yeah.
It was the craziest crowd we've ever had.
Was it?
And like we're like relaxing kind of music.
Yeah.
But those guys, they were so crazy what we were doing, and they
Really?
were screaming. We couldn't hear our music, so we said to the tech guy, "Hey, you have to turn it up." But he messed it up, and it was a complete mess
Was
by
it?
the end. But the crowd was so crazy. It
Wow,
was
they loved you,
overwhelming.
though.
Yeah, man.
They
And I
loved
think
you.
I did the mistake. On the second song I said, "Hey guys, you're the loudest crowd that we ever had." So they even got
Oh
even
boy.
more crazy. But
Yeah.
it was funny. Yeah.
Should have never said that. Well, I imagine that sometimes when you guys are playing, because you're playing soft and you're playing pretty
Yeah.
chill, I imagine there's been episodes where people that were a bit rude try to talk over it. Because anytime anybody plays any mellow music, but like it looked like on the videos I've seen, you guys, the crowd is just mesmerized by what
Yeah.
you're doing. That's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever played a gig where you just had to tell people to shut the hell up? Have you ever done that?
Yeah, it happened once.
Did it really?
Yeah, in Zurich.
Was it in
It was-
Cleveland?
It was in our hometown, Zurich.
Okay.
Yeah, just the back of the crowd was just talking, and we said,
It's-
like, "Hey guys,
Come on.
it's not working." Like
We're
that.
trying to play some music
Yeah,
for you. I know, man.
But
It's
it was
amazing.
also cool how the way you said it. You said just like that. The people that are here, they want to experience something, and so if somebody just wants to talk, they should like respect it and
Yeah.
step like outside.
Totally.
Because which is also cool if they want to talk, you know. But
Right.
there were so many people like being there in the moment.
Yeah.
I like that.
When you guys travel around, how loud are you on stage? You about this loud? Like when you're
Yeah.
playing, and I noticed you probably use some rental amps and things like that,
Yes.
right? Just whatever amps. You bring your own pedal boards and
We just bring the guitars and the pedal boards.
Bring your own
and
guitar,
everything
yeah.
else is
okay.
backline.
Backline, yeah. So like use like a deluxe reverb or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
That's what I always get to.
Yeah,
It's
there's-
like a safe bet, you know.
There's some-
Yeah. I noticed you're playing Danny's guitar there. You got the Rudy.
Don't tell him I'm gonna
Fantasy.
take that guitar with me. No, I'm already. Every time I play on his guitar, I'm making joke and I'm saying, "Hey Dan, when are you gonna sell it to me?"
Yeah,
And he's just
man.
laughing and he walks away.
Yeah,
Not gonna
he
sell it.
loves Rudy.
No, I have the same guitar, but not the vintage one.
Yeah.
I have like the Japanese edition, which sounds great.
Sounds great. Yeah.
I have the TV Jones pickups.
Uh-huh.
And my guitar, I love my guitar, but also the last record I played on that, and it just sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Something about those old ones though, isn't there?
The what?
Something special about those old ones.
Yeah, it's like you can feel that it's history, and it
Yeah.
feels great to play.
It is
that.
cool. He's got flat wounds on it. Do you use flat wounds too?
No,
You don't?
No.
Boy, it sounds like you're playing flat wounds.
no.
That's amazing. Do you use flat wounds?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got flats, you got rounds.
Yes.
Okay. And you're playing a Silvertone 1336.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. With the pickups, Gibson pickups that were only made for that
Yes,
guitar.
Exactly. You know about that. That's
Ah,
somebody
yeah,
got
yeah.
you're the
The
expert.
facts, right?
I've been all up and down these streets, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I've had a few of those over the years, but I could never make one sound as good as you're making it sound.
Oh, really?
So some people call those the Chris Isaac's guitar because he used one.
Chris
apparently,
Isaac.
But what is it about that one that makes you grab it?
I just I don't know, man. I found it in the online store
Mm-hmm.
in Helsinki.
You did?
Yeah, and I saw it and I just bought it.
That's cool.
And then I tried it out and instantly felt like, wow, this is beautiful. Just felt very natural how it
Yeah.
is in my hands.
Do you remember when we were here last week? I talked about this on that one show. it's just something about the way you guys hit the strings, man. I'm gonna go one guy at a time, okay? I tried to make it sound like you guys make it sound, and I couldn't get even close. I mean, what are you doing? Play what was the riff you were playing when I was trying to? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And you.
And then I add the percussion.
Yeah. So yes, and you guys don't use any distortion, no overdrive, ever, right?
Never.
Never, man.
First
So-
time I saw it here with you, man.
No shit.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man. So you ever get the amps to crank a little bit where you
No,
get a
man,
little
I just
distortion? It's
want
always
that
clean.
clean sound.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the first record we played without any pedal.
No kidding.
We just had the tuner on, and it was just I played on a Princeton reverb.
With the
And-
reverb cranked?
It's just a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit, but that's it. And then I remember that there were some fans coming and they asked, "Hey, what kind of pedals do you use?" And we were like, "It's just a tuner." That was
Wow.
funny. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then we
So-
started to add, but it's small.
Yeah,
pedal board.
very,
we don't
very
use
small.
that much.
Yeah. And what year was the first record?
2017, I think, 18.
16.
2016? And then did you guys have a record deal then, or were you
No,
just
no.
doing that
Self-produced.
independently? And then did you have record deals before you got on with Dan?
No.
Okay. This is your first kind of like,
Yeah.
but sort of big producer
Exactly.
thing, yeah. Man, is there anybody cooler to work with than him?
I don't think so.
Dude, he is just,
He's
he
a
just-
legend.
he makes it fun, man.
Yeah.
We've made about, I don't know, I've probably worked on a dozen records over here so far with him, and it's always such a blast, man. It's just, he's like a conduit for creativity.
Mm.
Something about his whole style, like I remember him telling me about you guys a while back. He loves you guys, and he loves your band, and it's just really cool, man. So, are you doing a lot of touring now? Are you doing
Yeah,
lots
we're
of
gonna
gigs?
be on tour on the West Coast here in the U.S.
Okay.
Beginning the 14th of
Okay.
September in Seattle,
Seattle.
and then we're having a show, and then we're coming back to Nashville for the Fish Fry
Okay.
Americana. We're gonna play the Ryman,
Yeah.
and then we're going back to the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Santa Barbara. We're playing in Tijuana,
Okay.
Los Angeles at the Ford. Yeah, it's
And,
gonna be a tour, man.
Are you guys, are either one of you married?
I'm divorced.
Divorced?
Yes, sir.
And you're not married?
Oh,
You're single. So you like being on the road.
yeah, I like it.
Do you like being on the road? Brutal honesty here.
Sometimes it's cool to travel,
Yeah.
but I kind of sometimes feel a bit lost just in the cities, in the
Me too.
in the theaters, in the venues. It's just
Me too, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not always that easy. And
Ugh.
people just think, oh, it's so cool. You see all these amazing places, but you don't have any time, and you're always exhausted. You always go to sleep late, and we're not even the guys that do a lot of party.
Right.
So yeah, it's touring is cool, but it's also a lot of people think it's just fun, but it's work.
Right. And you're a bit younger. So you're like bring it on the tours.
I mean,
right?
I'm not the party guy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just like to be on the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have not any problems with being in a hotel, like playing and then going again.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's cool. It's like if there's a demand for us, like to play in cities, then like I'm accepting it. I'm like taking it as a gift, you know.
Yes, it
So
is,
I'm enjoying
man.
it.
Well, and when you got your own project and you made your own music and people were clapping for it, Isn't it the greatest feeling? Is there anything better?
No, it's sometimes it feels like a dream.
Oh man.
Because you know, when we started, it was always the two of us. We never had any goals. We want to be a band. We want to go touring. It was just the two of us playing in my basement.
Right.
And now it still feels the same when we're on stage. And sometimes our fans are the best. They got so quiet that at the end, sometimes I forget that there are thousands of people there, and it's just the two of us playing again. And then when the song ends, you just get reminded, hey, you're playing in front of people, and that's the best feeling.
You go into a trance.
Yeah, definitely. With the fans.
With the people, right?
It's really cool.
And it's like drug free. It's like it's
yes.
not. See, a lot of people used to get there other ways.
Yeah.
In the old days, right? Amazing. So, okay. Have you ever made records with a singer ever?
Never, man.
Would you ever consider doing something like that, like working with an amazing singer?
Yeah, I mean, why not? But it has to be the right person.
Yeah.
Right now, it feels perfect what we do now.
Right.
And we don't have any need right now to
Right.
have vocals on.
Right.
I think our guitars already are the vocals for our songs.
Absolutely.
Mm.
I noticed that when you play live, you keep a microphone like right off the side of your head.
Yes.
It's right there. Why do you do that?
Because I don't like to have the microphone. I don't like to speak that much.
Yeah.
So I do my part of speaking, but then I like to have it here.
Yeah.
And then when I don't need it, I'm like...
Push it out of the
yeah,
way.
That's like...
Does he do most of the talking to the crowd?
No, I think it's 50-50.
You do it 50-50?
Maybe
Yeah.
I start with the welcoming people, but
Yeah.
we try to make it balanced.
Yeah. Man, what's next for you guys? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, we just finished his record here at EZI, and he's flying back to Switzerland. We have a DJ set first in Miami.
You have
this
what?
Sunday, a DJ set.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna spin some records.
Killer.
He's gonna spin some salsa. I spin some cumbia tracks. Yeah, and then we have a little holiday, and we're back on tour again.
Man, that's great. And so, you got kids?
I have 2 kids, yes.
Yeah, and I'll bet you miss the shit out of them.
Yeah, I call them every day.
That's why being on the road is painful at times.
Yeah, of course.
You know, man, I mean, that's one of the, see, I was in a band and I had to pull the plug this year because I just can't be away from my kids anymore. I mean, are your kids very young?
They're 8 and 5.
Yeah, so we're in the same boat. We're definitely the same. Mine are 7 and 10.
All right.
I didn't want to be away from them anymore, man. It's just, you know, I don't care how much fun being on the road is. It's not worth it, you know.
Yeah.
But I wasn't doing my own music. When you're doing your own music, I was always a side man, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big difference.
Yeah. 100%.
When you're doing your own thing, man, it makes it worth it.
Yeah.
It really does, man. What else? What do you want to tell the homeschoolers? Anything you want to tell them?
I don't know, man. It's just whenever we're like together as brothers, it's always such a privilege, and like even having you on the new record.
Yeah, man.
Like this is very new for us. Like it's always been a very tight space between the brothers.
Yeah.
And like working with you on this record has been amazing.
Thank you, man. I got to be honest.
Inspiring.
You know, it's pretty nerve-wracking because I know how like you just said, you guys are tight.
Yeah.
And you've worked this stuff out, and you know what you're playing. So Dan says, go play something. I mean, I don't want to mess with the sacred beauty of what you guys are doing. So I just came out here and just followed my heart, tried to come up with something that was on a different plane than what you guys were already playing, that didn't interfere. And then on that first track, first run through, I'm out here and you guys are in the control room, and I was just hoping that you liked it.
Were you nervous?
Oh, God, always, man.
Oh yeah.
Because you
played it
Always,
so cool, man.
oh, dude, always
No,
nervous.
but he came into the room and you just keep talking and talking and talking.
Yeah.
I think you were kind of nervous, but
Yeah.
then you nailed it. It was perfect.
Thank you, bro. Well, you know, you guys are very sweet, and I remember when I looked in that room right there after the first track, and you were just going like, yes, he's holding his thumb up, and it's like, it's a good feeling, because this stuff is so personal. It's so private. Like this music that you hold, like I don't want to put something on there that just doesn't fit right. And I was just hoping that you would like it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you did, man. You know, and I'm glad Dan did, and it's like, but man, you guys are just amazing, man. I just love the project. I love what you guys are doing, man. It's so cool.
And
every
remember,
yeah, go ahead.
you remember what you said last time when we're like checking out whatever plays and stuff? Like, it can be the same instrument,
Yes.
but we can all play it differently.
Totally.
That's so crazy. Like seeing you, like how you came up with the first things.
Totally, man.
That's so great. I mean, I could never come with that up, you know. So,
That's what's great about guitar, man.
Exactly.
It's so personal.
and the experience. And before that, you talked about the arc of life. You remember that?
Yes.
And then you came out and you played like those melodies, and I thought like, you know, it matters, man. It's experience, age,
It
where you're
does.
coming from.
It
You
does.
put everything into those melodies. It's
Totally. It's
it's
funny.
crazy.
You know what happens with me? Do you guys do the same thing? Like I've always called it the radio station. I've like you guys. I listened to what you had, right? I listened to the tracks you had, and it sounded amazing. And it could have been a record just like that. It didn't need another part. But when I hear something, probably a lot like you guys, I just hear other melodies, and I hear things that aren't on the tape yet, but they could be. And I've always had that. Like that melody I was playing, I didn't fish that out on the guitar. It was in my head. And all I got to do is just come out here and find it on the guitar, but I heard it. And it's so funny because, like, I wonder if one day that's going to stop, that radio station.
I don't think so, man.
You know, like I always wonder if the day's ever going to come, like because that's been my stock and trade my whole life. And if that radio station ever shuts down, man, and I stop being able to hear things, I'll know it's over at that point.
No, man, no. I don't get into that, man.
I mean, we also have the same. Our way of writing songs is always one of us always has a starting idea.
Yeah.
Can be a small lick or just some chords, but we always know something is missing, and then we show the idea to the other one, and the other one comes up with exactly the thing that the other one was missing. So it's so cool.
Isn't that
And
crazy?
even now working on the new record was the same. We had good ideas, and then we worked together on that. And yeah, it's just amazing. And I know what you mean by you just hear the
You hear
melody
it.
and then you.
Yeah.
But sometimes it takes a bit of time. You know?
It does. Give me an example of a riff that one of you guys came into the writing session with, like a raw idea when you played it for the other guy. You know.
We can show you the idea of the last record, El Bueno El Malo, when we knew we're gonna fly into Nashville for the first time.
Yeah.
And he came up with that song. We didn't even have the name, El Bueno El Malo, and he just played me that song. You wanna play?
Yeah, play it, man.
Right. So he just played me that idea, and he told me, hey, I hear like something Western, something spaghetti Western.
Yeah.
Like and I had the same, because then I came up with the melody. I just played it. And in that moment when I played him that melody, I saw it in his eyes. He was like, that's it. The song is called El Bueno y El Malo.
Yeah.
And it happened in 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. You know what's really cool about the way you guys both have great pocket and rhythm, amazing pocket. Like you're playing very percussively with lots of clicks and clacks, but it doesn't flam. Like it would be a mess for most people to try to do that. When you guys play together, all the little clicks and clacks are like really in the pocket. Like you guys feel time very similarly, which is really cool. And there is like, do you think that's sibling
100%
related? Like,
100%.
have you always been amazed by sibling vocals, like sibling harmony? Like,
of course.
like there's something so cool about
Santa
that, right?
and Johnny,
Yes.
brothers.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
We saw them, like that black and white footage.
Yes.
And they're a big inspiration for sure.
Yeah.
there's something special about siblings.
Who is like? Is there any guitar players when you were younger that you heard and you were like, man, that is just like who, if anybody, who would be like a big influence on you? If anybody, you know.
I always loved Slash.
Yeah.
I don't know why. He was.
Yeah.
I always loved him, and the way he plays "Knocking on Heaven's Door," man, on the double guitar.
Yeah.
I remember that watching as a kid. I was like,
that spoke to you.
Yeah.
How about you?
It's hard, man. There's so many great guitar players, but I think if there will be a guy which is totally underrated in my eyes, is the guitar player of our favorite musician, the Ecuadorian musician.
Yeah.
His name is Julio Jaramillo.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a lead singer, but his guitar play was called Rosalino Quintero, and he played the like crazy melodies on the acoustic guitar. You gotta check him out.
I will.
There's some rare videos.
Send me something,
you
man.
find on
I'd
YouTube.
love to
Yeah,
see.
like, melodies.
A lot of the tunes we worked on is 6/8 feel, right? You know, sort of a circular. Like a lot of your tunes have that. Is that like 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Do you ever think of it in those terms? 6/8?
Never.
Okay, so there's like I always think of that sort of rhythm as circular, like it's you know, a lot of great songs written with that feel, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's beautiful. You write a lot of songs with that feel.
Apparently.
Right. What is that? Is that based on the original type of music that you said you guys were so influenced by?
No idea.
No idea.
We
Okay.
just play what we feel.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I can't.
Do you guys, do you even care about like you know theory, music theory, and things like that?
No.
Do you know the chords you're playing, or is it all just by feel?
I mean, yes and no. Sometimes, I think we know what we have to play, but then, for example, we checked out the song with Dan, and he was asking, what chord is that? And we were like, I don't know, because he plays it different, he has a different tuning, and so sometimes we have no idea what we play, but we know we have to play that way.
So awesome, man. This is so cool. Which one of you guys, like, let's say, like when I watch a lot of AC/DC clips, because I'm a big fan of the early AC/DC, and the two brothers, right? Two amazing guitar players. The one always plays rhythm, Malcolm, and the brother Angus always plays lead. But the guy who plays lead always says that his rhythm guitar playing brother is a better guitar player. They always tell. You ever seen those interviews where, like, he always says that his brother was. Do you feel like? Do you guys have an understanding amongst yourselves to like that one of you guys is a stronger guitar player than, you know, like technically speaking? Kind of a weird question, but just wondering.
No.
You know.
I mean, no, not really. What I have the biggest respect is the way how he learned to play the slide guitar.
You are amazing at that.
Do you have it here?
Yeah, it's right there.
Man, dude, can you play some of that? That is incredible.
Because I remember we were in Los Angeles, and he was always talking about, hey, one day I want to buy a slide guitar. And we walked into this shop in Santa Monica, and it was just there. And he just bought it. He never played on it, and that's his instrument. And
that's the same one that he bought. That's it.
Was it this one?
I think it was a different one.
But it was just his first one. I was there with him, and I remember I looked at the slide guitar and I was like, yeah, it looks like a guitar, so I think I'm also able to play it, you know. And I remember one time he was not at home, and he left the slide guitar in my basement in our band room. And so I did a loop and I tried to play some chords over it. Bro, I couldn't do it.
No, it's hard.
I just put it away and I told him, hey, bro, you're so talented, because he just, that's his
lap steel is hard as hell. It's hard, man. And so you don't mess with it at all?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm a terrible lap steel player, but I play a little bit on records just when I need to. Yeah, a little bit. But I don't play like him. He's amazing at it. And what do you use different tunings?
Yeah.
On lap steel, like
I do. It really depends on the Tres Hermanos. So this is D minor, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's a song we played with Dan.
Yeah.
We wrote that song.
Yeah.
That's why we call that song Tres Hermanos.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Oh, gotta find brown tuning, man.
Wrong tuning. Yeah.
Yeah, wait. Give me a sec.
You did that quick. So you're tuned to an open minor chord?
Yes,
Man, that thing sounds great. It's an old Rickenbacker?
it is. 1940s, I think. All right.
There you go.
From the top.
No, no, just that verse.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Most people that play lap steels, they get like a cranked overdrive tone. It's so cool to hear one just dead clean.
Yes.
It's really haunting, right? Like just play some solo stuff on that, just by itself. So cool, man. All right, boys. I think I've tortured you enough. 40 minutes long.
Really?
Yeah, but it went by so quick, didn't it?
That's true. Yeah.
Thank you guys for doing this, for being on the show.
Thank you for
I
having
really
us.
appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Much continued good luck, man. You guys are going
Thank you,
to
man.
kill
You
it,
too.
man.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All the
I'm
best.
proud to be on your record, and thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
Really, really cool.
Take care.
All right. See you, boys. All
All
right.
right, guys.